What have we done as Ecir Kapısı Association in 2025? As we leave the year 2025 behind, we as Ecir Kapısı Association carried the prayers of the oppressed with a sense of trust and responsibility and strove to keep goodness alive on earth. We did not see aid merely as delivering assistance, but as protecting human dignity, nurturing hope, and strengthening solidarity. In Gaza, amid the blockade, destruction, and deprivation, we were on the field so that life could sprout again. We delivered winter clothing for children. We became a source of hope for orphans with pocket money and clothing for aid. For families with widows and elderly dependents, we provided flour, bread, blankets, diapers, and clothing support. By the slogan, "Water is Life," we carried out clean water distributions in cooperation with the Khan Yunis municipality. We implemented a water network project. Through central well projects, we facilitated access to water for tens of thousands of people. After the ceasefire, we began debris removal, road opening, and rehabilitation works. In Khan Yunis, and especially in the Al Bureij camp, we put health centers into service. To keep Islamic education alive under the shadow of war, we built schools and reopened classrooms. Through tent city projects, we provided warm shelter to homeless families. In Gaza, we continue to be a drop of water, a bite of bread, a smile, and a prayer. In Yemen, we did not settle for aid alone. We aimed for development, for a dignified future. In Aden and Hadramaut, through the sewing machine project, we provided families with professions and women with opportunities for production. Through greenhouse projects, we made the soil green again during the war and enabled families to produce their own sustenance. In Afghanistan, we implemented dairy goat projects for families with widows, the disabled, and who are in need. We turned one goat into a livelihood for a household. After earthquakes and bombardments, we were on the field with food, tents, blankets, flour, medical kits, and search and rescue teams.
Şu anda Kunel bölgesindeyiz. Tepeden indik. Şimdi yamaca doğru gidiyoruz. Kardeşlerimiz arkamızdan geliyor. Burada evler hep yamaçlara kurulmuş. Şu an dağın en tepesinden iniyoruz. 8-10 ailenin hanenin olduğu yere doğru ilerliyoruz inşallah. Allah Azze ve Celle yardımcımız olsun.
After the intense clashes in Sudan, we stood by the oppressed people with flour and basic food aid. In Africa, we saw development not as dependency on aid, but as reviving production. We implemented the Dairy Goat Project in Chad.
Ecir Kapısı Derneği olarak Afrika'nın Çad ülkesindeyiz. N'Djamena şehrinin bir buçuk saat mesafede olan bir köydeyiz.
In Tanzania, we planted crops, harvested yields, continued Quran education, and dawah activities. In Gambia, we supported flood and landslide victims in rebuilding their homes. We were on the field for people who suffered vision loss due to circumstances beyond their control, even though cataract surgery could have treated them. Through the operations we have carried out, we've opened the door to a new life, leading from darkness into light. In Syria, we supported widows and orphans with food parcels. We repaired underground water sources in Hama. We aim to provide clean water to tens of thousands of people. In the Sham region, we have reactivated the bakeries that were damaged during the war. We delivered free bread to thousands of families. We dressed the orphaned children during Eid, and we brought a smile to their faces. To break the Gaza blockade, we supported the global Sumud flotilla. We took our place in the Freedom Fleet with our hearts. All over Turkey, we set up stands with leaflets and banners saying, "Gaza is not alone." This was not just a journey, but a clear declaration of justice, solidarity, and witnessing.
Selamun Aleyküm ve Rahmetullahi ve Berekatuhu. Gazze'ye olan yolculuğumuz devam ediyor. Lakin Gazze'ye yaklaşık 80 mil kala İsrail askerlerinden müdahale görmeye başladık. Şu anda etrafımızda askeri tekneleri teker teker geziyorlar ve aynı zamanda üzerimizde dronlar uçuyor
ve bununla beraber teknedeki şahısları korkutmaya çalışıyorlar.
In Turkey, Gaza, Syria, and Africa, we have supported tens of thousands of students with scholarships, school bags, books, and educational support. Through our Eid al-Adha programs, we upheld the spirit of submission and brotherhood across many regions in full compliance with Islamic procedures.
Kurban çalışması kapsamında Uganda'dayız. Bugün
In 2025, in many regions, primarily Turkey, Syria, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, India, and Yemen, we carried out the slaughter of sacrificial animals in full compliance with Islamic practices. Throughout Ramadan, we set up iftar and sahur tables in Gaza, Syria, Afghanistan, Turkey, and Africa. We shared the blessing by distributing hot meals, provisions, flour, and bread. We brought hope to the tables. We delivered Eid gifts to orphans. We brightened up the Eid with smiles. In Turkey, we have supported thousands of families in need with food, supplies, goods, and support money. During forest fires, our Ecir Kapısı search and rescue team worked in coordination with AFAD in extinguishing and cooling down operations. Our accredited teams in Istanbul, Bursa, Konya, and Diyarbakir continued their disaster preparedness activities. We have always regarded kindness not as a campaign, but as a responsibility. As the Ecir Kapısı Association, we again continue to deliver the trust in 2025 to stand by the oppressed and to keep goodness alive on earth. May our Lord make our intentions sincere and bless our efforts. May He make all those who support us on this path among His servants, who He is pleased with in this world and the hereafter.